Hi, and welcome to Clappia. In this video, we'll see how to use the address block available in Clappia. The address block allows you to collect detailed address information. It's useful for applications like customer registrations, delivery management, address verifications, and so on. Let's see how to use this with the help of a simple example. In my dashboard, I will select this app. For the sake of example, I have made this app very short. Now this app is for customer registration and I want to add an address block to collect customer addresses. Let's see how to add it to this app. We'll start by going to Design App where we can edit the application. You can see all the earlier fields. Now I'll click on Add Field and select address. You can also see there is a geo address block available in this list. This is slightly different where it shows the map view of the address. This feature is covered in another video. If you wish to check it out, it'll be linked in the description. So I'll go ahead and select the address block, and this block can be configured on the right hand panel. I'll begin by giving a name to this field. Let's say customer address. Next we have description. This is just to guide the user or give some helpful information, or you could leave it blank. For now, I will leave it blank. Usually, descriptions appear at the bottom of the field in your apps. Next we have required. You can enable this option to ensure users cannot skip filling in the address in the app. So let's say I enable this and save it. You can see the field is denoted with a red star mark, which makes it a required field. Now let's move on to the advanced section. First we have countries list. Click on the drop down and you have a list of countries to select from. For this example, I will choose maybe India and another country, let's say UAE. Now two countries have been selected here. Then we have default country. And if you click on the drop down, based on the country list, you will be able to select the default country that will appear in the app. So let's say I select India. We'll get to these options in a moment and I'll click on save. These are the basic configurations. So let's go to app home and see how it looks like. The address block is now available. You can see the default country has been selected as India. If I want to switch, I can do so. And if I were to select the state or province, it gives me the list automatically. If you want all the countries to appear over here, you can go back to Design App and under Countries List, I will just remove the selected options, not give any default and save this. And if I go back to App Home, click on Country and you'll get the entire list. Now let's say I want this block to appear only if the type is selected as corporate. Otherwise, the address block should not appear in the app. You can implement such display conditions. So going back to the Design app, in the Addresses right panel under Advanced section, we have Display this field if. Here you can implement logic and conditions similar to spreadsheet. We share a similar library and you can pull up field information with the use of field variables, which you can find at the top of every field in brackets. So I can display this field if type, so @type equals to corporate. You then get an additional option that says retain value if hidden. Usually this is kept enabled if you don't want the values to disappear if the address block is hidden. Next we have allow value to be changed after initial submission. So once a submission is made where the address is filled in, if you want to make any edits, keep this option enabled. But if you do not want the user to make any edits to the address, you can disable this option. I'll save it. Now I'll go back to App Home. You can see the address block is no longer visible in this app. If I select individual, nothing happens. But if I select corporate, the address block appears. So let me fill in some random information to make a submission. I filled in some details. I have also filled in the address block and I'll click on Submit. You can view all your submissions under the Submissions tab. Click on a submission and a right-hand panel will appear, capturing all the details. Now over here, if I try to select anything to make an edit, I am not able to do so. That is because I have configured the field as such. So if I go to Design App, click on the address field and go to the advanced section, this option is disabled, which is why I'm not able to make any edits. So keep this enabled if you want to make any edits to your address block. This feature will also work on the Clappia mobile app. If you haven't downloaded it already, you can do so either on Play Store or App Store, depending on your device. And once the app is created or edited and the access has been given to users, it'll be live and ready to use instantly. So let's check it out. Over here, I have the mobile screen with the Clappia app downloaded, so I'll go ahead and click on it. I'll click on Customer Registration app. You can see it is live and ready to use. The address block is not visible because the type is not yet selected as corporate, and if I do so, it appears and you can fill in the address. Any submissions made from the mobile app will be visible on the web app as well in the Submissions tab. So this is how you configure the address block. If you have any questions or need help in configuring the address block, feel free to reach out to us by clicking on Request Support. Thank you.